Today we're talking money habits to help boost your wealth and to grow your income and your net worth. I am so big on just improving your finances and growing your net worth so that you can have an awesome retirement, so that you are not stressed by your bills, so you're not stressed by your debt, but you live in freedom and you live without that financial burden. So today I'm going to talk about 6 different things that you can do to help boost your wealth and your net worth. Now, if you don't have a net worth tracker, I have a tracker. I'll have it linked down below in the description box. But I think it's so important to visually see your progress that you're making on your net worth, whether you're still in debt or you're debt free and building your wealth. It is mind blowing to me. I do our net worth every month, and just seeing the numbers and seeing how it's grown over the years is so encouraging and just so exciting. So definitely check it out down below in the description box. Number 1 is to set financial goals. Now, when I'm saying set financial goals, I don't only mean big goals, but I mean big 5-year goals, but also monthly goals and yearly goals, and just different goals that you can have that are both short-term and long-term, because it's so important to have both. So many people will just set these long-term goals and these 5-year plans, 10-year plans, but honestly, sometimes they just feel like Mount Everest, and they're like, this is too much. I can't, this is just overwhelming to me. I need something that's a little bit more, all right, let's do it here. Let's do it now. Maybe you need a savings challenge. Maybe you say, hey, I need to save $1,000 this month and we need to get this done. And you want to do my challenge of $1,000 in 30 days. Or maybe you want to save for an emergency fund, or maybe you want to save for a new car, or whatever it is. But have those challenges that will really keep you focused, in that you can focus on right now. So have the short term, have the long term as well, but have a good balance of both, and remember both of them, review both of them often to keep you motivated, to keep you focused. Remember your why. Remember why you're doing it. Why are you on this financial journey? Why are you trying to pay off your debt? Why are you trying to build your wealth? Is it so that you're not so stressed from your day job? Is it so maybe you can leave your day job? Is it so that you can pass on a good inheritance for your kids? Or is it so your kids don't have to live in a house that lives paycheck to paycheck? What is your why? Really sit down and really think about what your why is, and have that as the focus of all of your goals. All of your goals should stem from your why and have that as your main focus. And that's the reason why you're doing it. You're not doing it to keep up with the Joneses. You're not doing it because Kelly on YouTube told you to do it. No, you're doing it because of your why. So really have that as the focus and have that as a motivator for you. I'll also have a blog post on this down below in the description box if you want to read it and kind of dig in a little deeper. Now, number 2 is to change your mindset. So many people have the mindset of, we're going to pay our bills, we're going to spend, and then we're going to save. I don't like that order. What I want you to do is switch your mindset, switch how you're doing things. I want you to be saving first and putting your top priority into savings, into your investments, into your top priorities. Then you can pay your bills. Then you can make sure that your priorities are taken care of, your housing, your food, all of that stuff. And then do the extra spending, the fun, the spending, the going out to eat, all of that stuff. So make sure that you're changing your priority of not saving what's left over, but saving first. And not spending first, but spending last, and have that be the last priority, anything left over. But really just switch your mindset around and really be like, all right, you know what? We're going to make saving a priority. We're going to make this debt payoff a priority. We're going to put our investments a priority. This is something that's huge and really helps you to just have that mindset shift. And that's really going to help you just to grow your wealth so much faster. Number 3 is to avoid unnecessary debt. Is there debt that you take on that you don't really need to? Maybe it's financing furniture when you could save for a couple months, or buy a not as expensive furniture set and pay cash for it. Or maybe it's a car, or maybe it's just something that you just want. You just want a new computer. You just want to finance your phone. You just want to do different things and taking on new debt. So don't take on any unnecessary debt. Now, in regard to paying off your debt, I recommend either doing the debt snowball or the debt avalanche. There's actually a couple other debt methods. I'll have a video that links all the debt methods and explains them all. But if you're going to be doing the debt avalanche, that's the most mathematical way of paying off your debt, where you're doing your debts in order of largest to smallest in order of interest rate. So you're paying off that high interest first and then working on the lower interest balances so that you're not paying all this money in interest. Then there's the debt snowball, where you're listing your debts in order of smallest to largest regardless of interest rate, but by balance, so that you're paying off those small debts first. So you get that quick win and then the quick win, and you're just rolling on into your next debt and paying them off that way. Now, there's different methods for different people, different thought processes, and different personalities on what works best for different people. So figure out what works best for you. I'll have that video linked down below on the different types of debt methods and what is going to work best. Number 4 is to live below your means. You should not be spending as much as you're making. You should not be spending more than you're making. You should be spending less than you're making so that you have extra money at the end of the month to go towards your financial goals, to go towards investing, to go to debt payoff, to go to savings. So have that money at the end of the month, and make sure that you put it to something. Don't just let it sit in your account and sit, oh, it's just a buffer. That buffer is going to get spent. So make sure, number 1, that you're tracking your expenses. If you don't have anything to track your expenses, I have some different methods for you. I have an Excel template for you. I have a Google Sheets. I have pen and paper printable for you, whatever works best for you. And track your expenses. Make sure that you know what you're spending. And then 2, make sure that you're cutting expenses so that you're living below your means and that you're able to put that extra money towards your goals. Always zero out your budget at the end of the month. You want to have a zero-based budget so that if you have $300 left over, that $300 has a name and it's going somewhere. It's going towards debt. It's going to investments. It's going to savings. It's going somewhere. It's not just sitting there, and it's not just sitting in the bottom of your account or rolling over to next month, because that's just a vicious cycle. So live below your means, be on a budget, and always zero out your budget. Put anything left over towards your goals. Number 5 is to create multiple streams of income. You guys know that I love having multiple streams of income. So many people rely on just their day job, and that's scary. Things can happen, jobs can happen, job change, pay cuts, all of that. It's real, it's scary. A lot of us experienced it in 2020. And my income is still way down because of what's happened this past year. And it sucks. But I've also supplemented outside of my day job. I have a business. I have other sources of income. We have 7 different income streams that come in, and we are so diversified so that if one goes down, we're able to sustain the other. So have multiple streams of income. I have countless videos on how to make more money, how to have new income streams, how to make money online, how to have side hustles, different things like that. I'll have a whole playlist down below in the description box, so definitely check it out. But having multiple streams of income is so important for building wealth. Number 6 is start saving for retirement if you haven't already. I personally waited until I was out of debt. We contributed to our 401k, but nothing outside of our 401k until I paid off my student loans, until I was debt free. And I really regret that. I wish I was putting $100 a month into an index fund, into an ETF. And I really wish that I had started earlier, putting money into my IRA. Putting money into these tax-saving retirement funds would have been so beneficial, and my net worth would have been so much higher now. And I really, really regret that. I wish that I hadn't. So now I am even more diligent about putting money into our investments and putting more money into investing than savings, because we're getting a lot higher return on our investments than we are in our savings. We have an emergency fund. We have savings for house repairs, different things like that. But we're putting everything extra into retirement, because we want to build that wealth. We want to be able to live comfortably in retirement. We don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck in retirement. I have family members that live paycheck to paycheck. They're retired. They worked their whole life, hard working, and they live paycheck to paycheck. It sucks. It's not where we want to be. And so we are prioritizing investing. So if you don't know about investing, if you're intimidated by investing, I get it. Trust me, I was there. I went through my whole investing journey on YouTube and teaching you guys as I was learning. All right, guys, this is what I'm learning now about investing. Let me do a video on it. So I have a video on index funds for beginners, on dividend investing, on mistakes that people make when they start investing. Definitely check them out. I'll have a playlist linked down below. Watch that video next. And if you want to know side hustles that you can do from home, check out this video here.